County crossing. Two settlers stuck in a rusty old shed, barely surviving, forgotten, neglected. But today, that changes. I'm giving these settlers a real home, something sturdy, something comfortable, something they can finally be proud of. No more junk and no more sleeping in a shack. By the end of the renovation, these settlers, and maybe even you, will never look at County Crossing the same way again. And the best part, we're doing it all without mods or glitches. So let's head over and get started. The original house measures 3 tiles long by 1.5 tiles deep. This creates a challenge since the barn set that I used for the renovation doesn't include vertical half walls. To work around that, I divided the first floor into multiple sections that fit the building set, and built the second floor above this section. Now that you've seen the plan, let's get started on the first floor. Place a concrete wall in the back corner. Make sure the bottom edge sits flush with the wooden floor. Push it tightly into the corner and line it up with the back wall. Perfection isn't needed. Close is good enough here. Snap 2 more concrete walls along the back. At the end of the row, snap one against the side wall. It will clip easily through the trash pile. Move to the opposite front corner. Place a barn wall using this line as a guide. This will keep the wall straight so that the rest of the build connects cleanly. Slide the wall in as close as you can to the corner piece, but don't let it sink inside. If it's aligned correctly, another wall will snap easily onto the side. Snap on a door frame. Then add one more wall along the front. If they don't snap, try straightening the first wall and pull it slightly inward if needed. To finish the corner, snap in concrete pillars. Depending on how straight your walls are, you may need 1 or 2. Return to the other side. Snap 2 barn walls across the back. Connect a door frame between the front and back walls. On the other side of the door frame, snap in concrete pillars to block the space on the right. This prevents settlers from wandering into the gap. Back inside, snap 2 floors above the walls. Since this is an interior space, I use the cleaner warehouse floors. Move outside and continue snapping floors until you have a 2x4 section above the house. These will all be interior floors for the upper level. Now we'll finish off the first floor exterior. Starting in the front, snap a barn wall below the far right floor. Continue placing walls along the side of the house. On the back, add walls beneath the 2 right side floors. On the left, snap in frames for the large barn doors. Add a balcony on the left side by snapping a half floor on the upper left. I used barn floors for a more weathered look. The first floor piece won't snap with the wall in place, so remove the wall, snap on the floor, and then replace the wall. The second floor will snap in without removing the wall. Finally, attach stairs of your choice to the balcony. The barn, warehouse, or wide shack stairs all work well. With the balcony in place, the house is starting to take shape. Above the barn door opening, snap a left and right triangular wall piece. Above each of those, add an inverted triangular wall piece. We'll need to add foundations to the back of the house to build the extension. To get foundations to snap 2 half floors between the house and the bottom of the barn walls. Fill the corner by the workshop with a small floor. Now foundations will snap to the outside. Place 4 foundations in a 2x2 pattern. Add walls. I used half walls on the bottom and glass half walls on the top. On the side, snap in a door frame. Finish the back wall the same as above the barn doors. Now add a roof. The trim on the triangular piece will block the roof, so remove that piece, snap on the roof, then replace the triangular piece. On the opposite side, fill in the gap above the glass windows. Now start on the second floor. Up here, I'll change the roof line to divide the space and then add a glass corner wall for an open, bright look. Place a door frame on the right side by the balcony. On the opposite side, snap 2 half walls along the side and 2 across the front. Add sloped roof tiles across the front and back. Back on the balcony side, start at the door frame and snap 2 sloped roof tiles, and then 2 on the other side. Fill in the opening between the roofs with the inverted triangular walls. Fill in the opening on the back side with 2 half walls and 2 triangular wall pieces. On the front, snap 2 triangular walls beneath the roof. Fill the side and front openings with half glass warehouse tiles. On the opposite side wall, add triangular pieces to fill the space. And that finishes the structure. Now to add the finishing details. Add doors, railings, and balcony support posts. And for more character, change out the walls for windows above the barn doors. The rebuild is complete. The rusty shed days are over and County Crossing finally has a proper home. But a home is more than just walls and a roof. So let's step inside and take a look at how the settlers have started making it their own. The settlers turned the room in the front into their workshop. Tools, benches, and enough storage to hoard, I mean, carefully organize their scavenged treasures. They installed a dumpster in the barn area. Hopefully they're planning to clean up junk and not collect any more. From the workbench, there is a walkway that leads to the water purifier. The extension made the perfect spot for a restaurant. The menu is limited right now, but I think Brahmin steak is fine dining in the Commonwealth. Inside, the settlers have carved out a comfortable living space. Big glass windows flood the space with light, perfect for relaxing after a long day of surviving raiders, rad storms, and whatever else the Commonwealth throws at them. Although County Crossing is a work in progress, it's come a long way from the old rusty shed. The settlers are off to a strong start. We'll check back with them later. Maybe they will have more on the menu than Brahmin steak. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next time.